Brothers and sisters, welcome! How are you all doing today? I was going to say something, but looking out there now, I can't really say it because it's not really true. I'll get laughed at, that's all. To start, I'd like to pay my respects to the original caretakers of this beautiful land, and especially the Yaga and Turrbal people. A nation of people with a way of life that every human on this planet can learn from. Sacred. I'm honoured to invite everyone here and everyone watching the live stream from home and all around the world to have 1 minute of silence for fallen warriors of all descriptions. The Indigenous, the Anzacs, the police, the fire brigade. There are too many to mention, but I do want to mention the activists that have fought against tyranny in the past, fighting against tyranny now, and those that will fight at the front lines against tyranny in the future. The ones that are unborn, the ones which are the reason why we all gathered here today, for the future generations. Please join me for a minute of silence, guys. What is going on down there? People are allowed out the homes for just 1 hour a day for exercise. There is an 8 p.m. curfew because the virus, which may or may not exist, becomes extra deadly at night time. A bit like the boogeyman. Oh, wait. The boogeyman doesn't exist, does he? Police choppers are hovering overhead at night. Police drones are patrolling the neighbourhoods surveilling civilians to ensure they are not breaking curfew, social distancing or exceeding the 1 hour allotted time for outdoor activities. So much room for activities, it's just not allowed to use it. The borders are closed, there are police checkpoints checking your work permit. You literally need papers which you have to show to the police allowing you to work. You're not allowed to travel past 5 kilometres from your home. There are food shortages. Places of worship are closed. Schools are closed. Masks must be worn. Masks which are not designed to stop a virus and cannot stop a virus. The authorities can enter and search your home without a warrant. That's a damn shame, that one. Weddings are not allowed. Neither are gatherings in your own home. Even if it is your own family gathering. There's mass loss of jobs. In fact, over 1 million unemployed. Mass closures of small businesses. 7 people bankrupt. And therefore they are losing their homes. This has been resulting in a mass number of suicides. Much greater than the supposed number of deaths from COVID-19. Where the fallout from so-called protective measures do many more times damage than the thing you are protecting your people from. You have big issues. You got big issues. As a leader, you either openly admit your mistakes and set about fixing them, or it is clear that you have ulterior, sinister motives. Would a true leader welcome open discussions on current situations? Would a true leader see thousands gathering in a park because they're pissed off about everything, about the way people are being treated? We know what she's up to, boys and girls behind the desk. We're not going to take it anymore. Wake up, because we're here, we're not going to leave. Has Dan Andrews admitted any mistakes? Have any politicians admitted mistakes? No. And this is the calibre of people that we have run in our country. Not only is it a damn tragedy, it's also damn treason. And these sellouts will be held responsible. I would like to bring everyone's attention to the Nuremberg trials. Trials were a series of military tribunals held after World War II by the Allied forces under international law and the laws of war. There was a series of 13 trials carried out in Nuremberg, Germany, between 1945 and 1949. Defendants included Nazi party officials, alright, so that's political leaders. An example of political leaders in Australia would be Dan Andrews and Scott Morrison, for example. High-ranking military officers. An example of that over here would be the officers in the Australian Army currently deployed in Victoria. The lawyers, generally industrialists, lawyers and doctors. These people were charged with crimes against peace and crimes against humanity. What is happening in Australia at the moment is exactly this.
Yes.
These people claim they were just following orders. They said they were just following orders. Even a child knows the right between wrong and right. 12 were hung. Their lives were ended for just following orders. And the rest received life sentences in prison. These guys claimed they were just following orders. The world responded and they hung them and they put the rest in prison. The last person to be hung in Australia was in the 60s, and capital punishment has since been abolished. But I actually think it might be a lighter option than life behind bars for these treasonous traders, because when the homeboys get hold of them on the inside, oh.
Send him to jail.
Guys, I'd like to invite on the stage my homeboy Paul Seals, ladies and gentlemen.
Let the sunshine upstage what has passed. Let the view restore depth to your eyes. Decipher the truth from the lies. You have a journey to take, and you have decisions to make. Shift your gaze up to the skies and rise. You don't know till you go. Put on the clothes you like best. Leave your heart pure and undressed. Smile at yourself in the mirror. What's important to you becomes clearer. For you have your stories to live, and you have treasures to get. Keep your eyes high on your pride and rise. You don't know, magic will headline the show. You don't know, you don't know.
It's what they call when they always inject
Acknowledge you're unique and smart. Acknowledge you're a living work of art, evolving and turning with time. Whatever your age, it's your prime. For you are the journey you take, and you are the choices you make. Keep your eyes fixed on our prize and rise. You don't know, magic will headline the show. You don't know, you don't know till you go. You don't know, you don't know.
food rationing, closed religious places, denied sunshine, school closures, allocated shopping time, government access to homes without a warrant, no wedding celebrations, funerals or gatherings, or no cultural practices or festivals, decimated economy, limited attendance at funerals, business closures, no weddings, movement bans in 5 kilometre areas, there's military patrols, government removes the children. It's not definitely one golden generation. This is an ongoing. It's oppression. We've got oxygen deprivation, infinite restriction, censorship, fear mongering. That is the real virus here. Fear. If anyone is seeking any legal representation, I encourage you to do what I did, join the class action. If we don't know our rights, we're going to be continued in this very self-destructive life cycle because we don't know our rights. There's class action. Check out Advocate Me, Serene, Twain. Serene Twain in Melbourne is doing an amazing job with the class action. Exactly. This land is illegally occupied, so there is no jurisdiction for each and every single one of us. If you study the Magna Carta, you will understand that. Please do your research. And I thank you, Brother Tricky, Sister Oimata Bayu, Serene, to Stevie and Tay, Wade, to Mark and Sinai, my nephew Chase, the freedom fighters that have gone before us. We have an obligation to those in future generations, and I want to leave you with a speech that my dad actually said at my grandmother's funeral. And this is what my dad said, and this really resonates with me today because this is exactly what we're here for. My dad says about his mum. She taught us to look past the racism, injustice, lies and greed. She taught us to look past those things, to look for the goodness inherent in every person. The goodness we all share when we dream of clean air and water as the essential birthright of every child. Regardless of race, colour, creed or country, how all of us individually and collectively and globally can empower ourselves to become honourable ancestors to our future generations by bequeathing them a healthy Mother Earth. It is up to us. If not now, when? If not us, who? Last but not least, I want to make a promise or an oath to my parents and grandparents who died in the struggle for the freedoms that I have today. I want to make a promise in front of each and every one of you, to my honourable ancestors, to my children, to my granddaughter, to your children and future generations. We will not give up. We will continue to fight.